This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, y'all? So Joe Budden is speaking on Drake because he's being sued. So let's check it out.
I absolutely love that. Every single year they smoke that. Come on, make a gay joke, Mark. Come on.
You just said weed.
You said weed. That's why I look. You said I love what we do. We do the
we as in New York. New York holds the space for that.
I let it go. I didn't say nothing. I just made a face to
Drake and Spotify.
Thank you.
Come on. Drake and Spotify. You wrote it up there. Let's get right to it.
Let's get right to it. That's what the fans want, man. They expect us to trash Drake right now, and I don't think we need to.
I totally disagree. I don't think that at all. I don't think that the audience is expecting this pod to come on and us trash Drake.
Okay, I could be wrong.
But if you want to trash him,
I have no desire to trash Drake. What I wanted to, so RBX, the artist, the rapper.
I'll get my shades. I ain't gonna leave you out there.
RBX is, if y'all don't know, he's a rapper, OG rapper, Death Row affiliate, wrote some really important songs, was part of the Chronic, part of a whole bunch of stuff, and he's Snoop's cousin. He sued Spotify. And the basic allegations that Spotify is complicit in the use of bots to fake streams. And in the lawsuit, they mentioned one artist as an example. That is Drake. I want to stress, Drake is not being sued. Drake is not being accused of any wrongdoing. Drake is just being used as an example to show how many streams are being produced, sometimes at things like bot farms, one of which was found in Turkey. And they're saying that maybe that a large number of the streams are faked, and it harms the other artists who are not being inflated the same way. They showed a time period from, I think it was January 2022 until September of 2025, where they were looking at just Drake's music as the example and showing these unusual inflations. For example, where somebody would be listening to Drake's music for 23 hours. And one of the major sources, just to tie this up, is
irregular listening habits.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's from what Mark is saying, the neo-geographic. Some of these streams are coming from places where there's no address, nobody lives.
Yep.
So
they're all using VPNs.
Yeah,
that's a big thing too.
And they're mostly tied to the free tier of Spotify, which is so there's no credit card trace or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's how they're able to finagle the system using the free tier. That's why I don't like free tiers on things. But
the free tier is not really.
It's not free. Yeah.
It's not really free.
Yeah.
The free tier, that's a myth.
It is.
Right. There's no such thing as a free tier.
Right. Explain.
Come one, come all. I don't know if I feel like it in this talk, maybe in hour two.
They're selling you more advertising. They're taking more data.
Oh, got you. But the actual patron,
the free tier
comes with a price. Paying.
I might jump out there and say it ain't too far removed from being almost as valuable as the paid tier.
Right, more.
Which is right. That's what I mean when I say it's because it's a hustle. And the argument is not that Spotify is necessarily making the fake streams, but they benefit so much from it that they're not.
They turn the side eye.
Yeah, because that's how they go to subscribe to advertisers and say, look at all these people we got listening. So they're incentivized to do it. The artists are incentivized not to stop it, and the only people really being harmed are people
lesser known artists.
Yeah, it's the middle class and lower artists.
How are they being harmed?
I explained this during a bunch of different times, but specifically during the Drake beef. That was one of my reasons why people might have an issue with him. Is what happens on Spotify in particular, but I think also Apple, is they essentially pool tips, meaning they take all the money from all of the streams and then look at who gets what percentage of streams and divvy up the money that way. So if someone has an artificially inflated number, they're essentially taking money out of the pockets of people with lower numbers.
That makes a ton of sense.
Which is why RBX is sued.
And that's one of the reasons I was leaving Spotify. Well, I left Spotify. You can't take my numbers, put them in a pot with everybody else's numbers, and then divvy it up equally. No, it don't work like that.
Right.
I'm not signing up for that. If I got more numbers, I want to be paid than more of these people. I got enough numbers to be looked at in a whole different place. Don't put me in that pot. So I get the lesser. No, I understand exactly what they're saying.
But in that instance, you would be the beneficiary of that.
No, I would not.
Like Drake in that instance is the beneficiary.
Right.
So if your numbers are I'm not saying your numbers are inflated, but if you have the higher numbers and they pool everything together, then you're going to get the lion's share of the pool. In this instance,
Drake would be the beneficiary because they have worked it out to pay him more.
Gotcha.
When I was there, everybody numbers go in the pot and we divvied this up equally or how we see fit. There's no way for a creator to know their true worth in that system.
Because you don't ever see the numbers.
No. Well, not the real.
No, because they don't count for anything.
Yeah, and they put all the numbers together.
They don't count for anything. If I'm carrying the ship, which I was, I deserve the lion's share or to be looked at independently. However you source ads for everybody else should not and cannot apply to me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
According to I read some studies this morning on this, and the most reliable studies I've seen suggest that maybe 10% of all these streams are fake across the board.
Okay, so let me just stop this video real fast, because as of now, they're saying that Drake has been sued because they're saying that he bought fake streams. So this is definitely at this point just allegations, but that is what we know right now. So let's get back to the clip.
So that's the tune of tens of billions of dollars. So, and if a bunch of them are going to one or two artists, that's also a problem. And that's what they're finding with these farms, is that like 1% of people are accounting for it, like a disproportionate number of the streams. So
it's justifiable though.
Yeah.
Then it makes sense. Because if you just had streams for Joe Blow that were just inflated, then you couldn't, it seems fake. You know what I'm saying? If it's Drake, if it's Kendrick, if it's Taylor, if it's those people that command a certain amount of streams, we're just gonna throw $500,000 a day over there to them, and then it seems.
And that's not fair at all. If I'm relying on my song that I worked hard on, and you got 30 stream farms, I'm just pulling numbers out of head. 30 stream farms working 23 hours out of a day. That ain't fair at all.
True, I agree.
I think
I would want a fair shot.
But shouldn't it depend on the artist that's suing? I don't know. What's the
RBX.
RBX.
Well, they say class action suit, right?
Yeah, he's opening the door, but he wants us to become a class action.
It should be.
And it should be a class action suit, which is why I don't get where your take about the fans want us to kick Drake's back in. This ain't, to me, really about Drake at all.
Right. The reason why it becomes about Drake, and it should not be, is because he's the only artist named in the suit. And it's not clear from the lawsuit where they got their data from or why they only chose Drake to point to. So I think they think that we're going to make the mistake that a lot of people have made in the last 24 hours, which is to misrepresent what happened. A lot of people are saying Drake is getting sued or that Drake was caught with bots, neither of which is true. We're much more.
Well, he's not getting sued in this suit.
Yes, there's two others. Yeah.
There's some other things going on.
Some other things, right.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? So I appreciate y'all for tapping into my channel. And the clip I just showed y'all, that was Joe Budden, and he was reacting to Drake, because as of now, Drake, he's down bad. He's fighting a lawsuit, and according to the lawsuit, if you read the lawsuit, he claims that Drake, he bought fake streams, and a lot of people been accusing Drake of having fake streams on his songs on Spotify. And Drake, on the other hand, he's been blaming Kendrick Lamar. So he said that Kendrick, he's the one buying fake streams. But at the end of the day, all these rappers have fake streams. That is my opinion. I think that Drake and Kendrick Lamar and all these rappers, Ghana, Young Thug, I think that all these rappers, they got fake streams on their songs, because that's what the entertainment industry is all about, fakeness. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.